Ladies and gentlemen, introducing you to the two fighters. We fight here 4 by 3 minute round. Introducing to you first, standing across in the red corner. Tip the scales, 89.2 kilos. Handing from the corporate box, Ipswich Gym, trained by Navasa Lawata. Please welcome Lomi Tusi. And his opponent standing across in the blue corner. He weighed in 88.75 kilos. From the east side boxing gym where he's trained by Frankie Piazza. Please welcome Luke the Lover Modini. Referee, third man in the middle, is Mr. Alan Simpson.
Righto boys, we had a yarn in the dressing room. Remember, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Shake hands.
So we go down now to round 1.
Well, bout 5 on the card is sure to bring fireworks. Luke Modini versus Lomi Tusi. Luke Modini is Mr. Perfect so far in his pro career. To date, he's had 4 fights, 4 wins, 4 KOs, and 4 first-round stoppages. So you can't get more impressive start to your pro career than that. Let's see if the streak continues here with Lomi Tusi, a New Zealander having his first ever fight in Australia. First fight for 2020 for Luke Modini, as he recorded all of those 4 wins back in 2019.
As you can see with Luke Modini, he's a very big southpaw. As you said, all wins coming by knockout. He's got that big, strong left-hand power shot. Almost stalking there on that back foot. Many have earmarked this fight to be fight of the night, Nathan.
Yeah, this is going to be a big challenge for, or definitely Luke's biggest challenge, because Lomi can fight, and he knows how to get out of trouble too. So he's very crafty on his feet.
You can see, I was going to just say, he's got excellent footwork.
Yeah, he's got a good upper body movement.
Very slippery, but with a long southpaw shot. Nice left hook there, lead left hook there by Modini.
I tell you what, when somebody like Luke Modini sitting in front of you, it could end it whenever, because he's just got power. He's got kryptonite in both hands, and you can see he's just stalking, waiting for an opening, and he's going to go crack.
You can see he uses his distance so well there, Luke Modini, just sitting on that back foot, keeping it his range.
And paying the respects to Lomi that he deserves. He's being patient, he's not rushing in with shots.
Oh, left hand landed there.
Just caught the whiskers there of Lomi Tusi, but he took it well.
I like Tusi sitting there nice and low on his punches. You can tell he's got a lot of power in those shots. It's just whether he can get in and take that distance off Luke Modini.
Creeping forward with that front foot, trying to break that distance down is Lomi Tusi.
He's going to have to be careful there. Lomi, whether he's coming in there and leaving that open, Luke Modini will fire that left straight down the pipe.
Yeah, just a little bit out of range at the moment is Lomi, but he's trying to break it down to the best of his ability, but easier said than done when you've got the powerhouse of Luke Modini in front of you, like I said. Oh, that cracking left hand. He tries to set up with that lead hand, that right hand, pouring out, trying to keep his distance to launch his big left hand.
Modini's found his range well now. Very patient.
Yeah, he's drawing. We're drawing it to an end of this first round, so this will be the first time he sees a second round, Luke Modini. He's had all first round stoppages to date, but he's going to see the second round here as he unloads at the end of this first round.
For somebody so big and so powerful, he really has good footwork as well, Luke Modini. I like the way that he sits on that back left foot, just keeping himself out of range, ready to pounce back in with that power shot.
Yeah, very balanced as well, puts all the weight on that back foot, but then gracefully he glides in and out when he needs to get himself out of harm's way when some firepower's coming towards him.
I think Luke being patient is the key to winning this fight. I think the more patient he is, the more desperate Tusi will get.
The openings will come. He'll have to make a move. If he wants to win this fight, he has to make a move. And that's when he makes that move, that's when the openings will come. So, yes, you're right. He has to be patient. There's a couple of good shots here that we can see on replay. Catching Lomi Tusi's head.
See if Tusi comes out in round 2 after getting some advice from his corner. If he's got a way to get in that long reach of Modini.
You can see he just pours out that right hand. He almost uses it like a ruler, does Modini, keeping his opponent at bay, keeping him at the distance he wants.
He landed a nice right hand straight to the body there, though, Tusi did.
He's been a little bit more active on his feet now.
Oh, that left hand landed by Luke Modini there. There wasn't a lot of power on it, but it landed.
Oh, and there it is. That's the first knockdown.
That's what's going to happen now if he starts lunging in. Even the little shots are going to use his weight against him.
In Tusi's defense, he was going backwards, so it's half a slip. He did catch him nonetheless, so it still is a knockdown, but he was going backwards.
Got to be careful now. Tusi not to lunge.
Here he is. He catches him on the way in again. 2 shots down the pipe there from Luke Modini. I like the patience he's showing here tonight. I mean,
great composure, Nathan.
Very composed. Very composed.
A lot of fighters would get a little bit excited once they're landing these shots and want to just get carried away and go for the kill. But Luke's very composed, waiting for that right shot.
And that's respect for his opponent. Obviously, you know, he's got a hard competitor in front of him here. He's stepped up a caliber here in this opponent, so he's paying him the respect that he deserves.
You can see Lomi Tusi is still dangerous though. He's got that power. He's transferring his body weight well, using his feet well. He just can't get in there and take that range away from Luke Modini.
Very balanced is Luke Modini, you can see. Oh, look at that. He comes back for a counter shot, half a step out,
nice
straight
left
back
hand,
on.
straight on the chin there.
Will this KO streak continue for Luke Modini or not? 4-fight KO streak as he catches him with a great left hand as I say that.
I'd like to see Luke Modini start to throw some second attacks now. He's having a lot of success with that single shot, but then he's almost waiting and just waiting for that next one. Like, patience is good, but I think he could maybe put him away if he had that second attack.
Now he's starting to balk. You can see that front leg trying to almost bait something out of Lomi Tusi so he can counter off it. But he's not falling for the trap at the moment, Tusi. He's experienced. He's fighting well beyond his experience here tonight. Good positioning of the feet there from Modini. You can see he's trying to keep his lead foot outside. Tusi's lead foot.
Steps back so well there, out of range.
He's got all the advantages, the height and reach, so he's using them well, is Modini. As he launches forward to close out the round, but another good round from Modini, but also impressive from Tusi. Second round, he's seeing a third round for the first time now. Luke Modini.
Show your appreciation for our win card girls. Great job tonight.
You can see some replays here.
Just clipped him there on the way down, creating a knockdown there, Modini.
Yeah, overhand right himself, just missing the mark. You can see, oh, that was a cracking left hand. Yeah, hit the mark straight down the barrel.
Our third cruiserweight bout on the card so far tonight. Very exciting division, the cruiserweight division in Australia.
Second round. This is round number 3.
Could possibly see a potential showdown down the track with Casey Caswell earlier versus Luke Modini.
Yeah, that would be an interesting matchup based on what we saw tonight. But Luke Modini's still got a task at hand here because Tusi's come to fight and he won't hand it to him. He won't hand him this win very easily. As you can see, Modini pirouetting around Tusi. getting back on with his second attack as he comes in with a big left hand there himself.
Moves very well, Tusi does. He's got great head movement. He's just got to get in there. Starting to use some feints himself.
He's trying his best. He's just got to creep up with that lead foot. He hasn't been able to break down that distance yet to be able to get his better shots off. He's got to creep forward with that lead foot and try and break that distance. He's got to give him something to look at. Just exactly what he's doing now. Put something in his face.
And almost, I think he'd find some more success too if he dropped the height of those punches too. As Tusi is so evasive with his head, he should start trying to punch the chest and almost the body.
Yeah, another good punch there from Modini, and then there's another cracking left hand.
See, when he dropped the height there, as Tusi moved, he landed right on the chin, Luke Modini.
Well, we've seen Modini for the first time. He's blown out everyone so far, but this kid has definitely got skill. You can see that.
Answering a lot of questions tonight, Luke Modini. A lot doubted, seeing that he was just a power puncher, getting everyone out in the first round, but how would he go if he hit these later rounds? And he's excelling.
I'm impressed with his balance. He's very balanced in both feet. He glides in and out, gets himself out of harm's way. And when he's close enough, he hits you.
Nice right hook there, lead hook. Stopped Tusi in his tracks.
See, he's trying to bait him onto that right hook over the top. He knows he's the bigger fighter. As he launches in with the left hand, just missing the mark there, Modini.
I would just like to see Modini start throwing punches in numbers. He's only throwing single shots. He's having a lot of success with that lead hook or the straight left, but then he's not following up. He's waiting again to land it again after.
Yeah, he's got to up the tempo here. He's not going to win by doing the same thing he's doing, so he's got to change something up here. He's got to come forward with punches and bunches, almost force Modini to go backwards. As we can see, once again, that measuring stick of Modini, that big
a nice little
left
feint
hand
there by Tusi. He feinted and made a reaction by Modini. He just couldn't get close enough to make it count.
Oh, big right hand and counted there for Modini.
That's what Tusi's got to do. He's got to get in there and make it rough. Get in there, take that distance away. Do whatever he can to get in there and make it rough.
Sometimes he can't get his better shots off because he's fighting the southpaw. His lead foot has to be outside Modini's lead foot, so that right hand can go straight down the barrel and hit the target.
As Boston Group would like to thank major sponsors tonight's Ultra Tune.
I'd like to take this opportunity once again to thank our major sponsors, Sean Buckley from Ultra Tune, Mick Irwin from Pivotal Homes, and Ryan Hunter from Zoo Creative. Thank you for all that you do for Queensland boxing. It is very much appreciated.
Nathan, what advice would you give Lomi Tusi coming into the last round of the night now? Being down on the scorecards, 3 rounds you would have to think. What advice would you give him coming forward?
Well, it's evident what he's doing is not working. He's not going to win the fight by doing the same stuff. So he's got to get closer to his opponent, and the only way he can get closer to his opponent is throw punches and bunches. He's not going to, by throwing the singles, is what he's been done. He can counteract that. Modini can counteract that. He can move to the side. He can counter off it. So he needs to throw punches and bunches, make Modini go backwards.
Great advice there, Nathan. 4th and final round here.
You can see a jab to the body there from Tusi. Not enough, but to steal this fight because he's well behind the scorecards. Obviously not official, but it's clear for everyone to see here.
It's unbelievable how light on his feet Luke Modini is. In and out, stepping in and out, making him miss. It's almost like a lightweight.
Yeah, very good balance. Like I said, I keep on repeating.
Very good vision as well.
Yeah, got good eyes. This is by far his most impressive fight. I mean, the knockouts are great, but we're seeing something here. We can see his skill. We can see everything in his repertoire here, and he's got plenty of it. As he tries to come forward with multiple punches there, Tusi, but just not enough snapping him.
Yeah, I agree with your advice earlier, Nathan. I think Tusi's coming in and throwing that big single shot, and Modini's just getting out of range. If he threw his punches in bunches, as you said, and if he came forward, I think that second lot of punches would score.
And it's easier said than done. You've got a big puncher in front of you that's a lot larger, a lot taller than you, but you just got to try something. He's not going to win doing what he's doing.
Absolutely.
As you can see, this halfway mark of this final round, fourth and final round here. Luke Modini just cruising to a victory if it stays like this. You can see Tusi starting to throw some heat. He threw that big right hand, just missing the mark. And here's Luke
big
Modini
left
coming
hand.
in himself.
But how tough is Tusi? He's taken some big shots and still coming forward.
Oh, he's come to fight. Definitely his best test so far. Modini, as he comes forward, this is what he needs to do. This is what I was calling for earlier. Put him under pressure, make him go backwards, make him feel uncomfortable. At the moment, he's felt comfortable all the way through this fight. Make him feel uncomfortable, make him go backwards, make him fight your fight. That's what he needs to do. Good jab, but once again,
There
just
you go,
singular
punches
shots.
in numbers. Round 4 by far Tusi's best round.
Modini swings and misses. But once again, got very good feet. Gets out of harm's way, hooks off, misses, but does his job because he gets back to center ring.
This is where we need to see Luke Modini pick up his punching output as well. He needs to throw more than just those singles to keep him off. Tusi's been relentless now.
Yeah, this is classy from Modini, but you can see he's almost just riding this home now. He's not throwing much. He's happy to get through the rounds now and get the victory on points. Hats off to both boys.
Very skillful performance there, Nathan. Very skillful.
Yeah, we saw a lot more of Luke Modini tonight, and what I saw impressed me. So he's a very good boy, and he's got a big future ahead. As we can see some of the replays here, it's a very calculated performance by Modini tonight. He used the whole ring. He used all of his repertoire of punches. There you can see big left hand hitting the mark of Tusi. He'll get plenty from this fight. He just doubled his experience in one fight. He's had all first round stoppages. All of a sudden, he's gone 4 rounds here. As we'll go up to the ring announcer, James O'Shea, to make this official shortly, but it'll be one-way traffic on the scorecard, you'd think, in Modini's favour.
Great performance by Lomi Tusi for hanging in there for those rounds too. He took some big shots. A lot wouldn't have withstanded that power from Luke Modini. Still put in the effort that he did right up to the last minute of the last round.
Once again, a big special thanks to Ultra Tune, Pivotal Homes and Zoo Creative, the major sponsors of tonight's event.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the 2 fighters here. Great contest. Let's go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Roy Saunders adjudged about 40 points to 36. Judge Rodney Marsh scored about 40 points to 35. And Judge Paul Williams scored about 40 to 35. All to your winner by unanimous decision. And he comes from the blue corner, Luke the Lover Modini.
There it is, as we expected, a shutout in Luke Modini's favour. He's